Welcome back. This is a quick tutorial on how you can use your Google Drive folder titled 2016-17 All Scheduling Docs, as well as the paper forms that you'll be getting this Wednesday, February 3rd, for scheduling purposes. First, if you don't have access to your school email account, you can find all the documents provided to you on the school website as well. You'll navigate to the Beech Grove City Schools homepage, hover over Home, find Beech Grove High School, choose Scheduling Information. Here you'll see all the information that is in the scheduling folder that was emailed to you on Monday of this week. If you are a current 9th grader, for example, you could click next to current 9th graders and find all the documents needed there. Also, in the email that you were provided, you were given access to these documents through a Google Drive folder. This is all the same information found in 2 different locations. So again, if I were a current 9th grader, I would navigate to the current 9th grade folder and I would find the information here as well. On Wednesday, you will receive your color-coded scheduling sheet. This is a paper. You will fill the paper out, and you will later use that paper to help guide you through the Skyward course request. For our purposes, I am going to use my screen to type my information instead of filling it out with a paper and pencil. Please use a pencil when filling this sheet out. I would suggest having your course code sheet out in front of you. You will get a handout, a physical copy of this. This is the course code sheet. You will use this when completing your grid for each of your years, focusing on the next school year first. These course codes shown in semester 1 or semester 2 will help you fill out the correct code on your paper. I would also suggest having open your scheduling presentation information. You'll notice that your paper copy will match the color of this handout, and we are not printing these handouts for you this year, so please pull it up and read through it either before or during the completion of your paper form. There's a lot of great information on here, some reminders of deadlines, information about academic honors, technical honors, just good information for you to look through. There's a link to the curriculum guide as if you don't have enough already. And there's just information on C9 and some other things that might be of interest to you on here as well. Within each of the folders in the scheduling Google Drive, you'll have different handouts for each grade level. So again, I'm going to skip through putting codes in, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up a copy of what your scheduling and course plan sheet will look like. I've already started. I've written my full last name, full first name, my middle initial. 2016-17 grade year is already filled in for you. It is color-coded. You need to circle your counselor. Select a career goal or area of interest that you might be pursuing after high school. Choose a post-secondary goal if you're planning on attending college, going to the military, or going straight to work. You would indicate which of those here. I indicated that I am on track to graduate. I am at grade level as a current 9th grader who will be in 10th grade next year. If you're not sure, please skip this and your counselor will help you work through it. First, you're going to notice that there is a bolded box on your paper. The bolded box shows your next school year grade level. It should match the 2016-17 grade at the top of your page. So note, I will be a 10th grader next year and I have a bolded 10th grade box. This is the box that I will work on for next school year's scheduling. To start, I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of how to work through this. Unfortunately, my computer won't let me type numbers in these boxes, so we'll talk about that process after I finish filling in the courses that I'm requesting. I'm going to take English 10 next year. I need to take A and B. For math, I'm going to take Algebra 2 because I finished Algebra 1 as a 9th grader. So I'm going to take Algebra 2A and Algebra 2B. For science, I took biology as a freshman, and this year I'm planning on taking Chemistry 1. If you're not sure which science to take, you could definitely talk to any of the science teachers, the one you currently have this year, or anybody you're comfortable with. I did not take World Civ as a freshman, so I do need to take that this year, my sophomore year upcoming. So I will take A and I will take B. And actually, I'm pretty strong in math, so I talked to my math teacher, and I'm going to take Algebra 2 plus Geometry. I really want to double up this coming year on math so that I can get to calculus my senior year. I talked to my teacher. I'm going to get a signature on the back of my sheet, and I know that I've met the prerequisites to do this doubling up in math. I'm planning on earning an academic honors, but I did not start a foreign language my freshman year, so I do have to pick if I want to take Spanish or French for the next 3 years. I've chosen Spanish, so I need to take Spanish 1A and Spanish 1B. I'm interested in computers, so one of the new classes that I thought sounded really interesting was the Project Lead the Way Intro to Engineering class. There's a 3D printer and some really neat stuff in the curriculum guide, so that really piqued my interest, so I'm going to try that class. It is a full year, so I need to take both semesters. Then I'd also like to take speech first semester and advanced speech second semester. So this looks like I have a full schedule. I do know that there are alternates that are important in case any of these classes fill up. Speech was really popular this year. It might get too full. I might have to have something else in its place. So for my alternates, I'm going to go ahead and type down here. One other class I'm interested in is Intro to Communication Processes, which is a 1 semester, and also photography. I'd like to do those together if I could. So those would be my alternates. The next thing I would recommend doing is either having your course code sheet next to you, or you can pull it up on your computer screen. This is the sheet we're talking about. What I would do is I would go through and I would find out which of the courses I've just requested. I would find the correct code, and then I would write the code in the corresponding boxes. So for example, English 10A is 3101, English 10B is 3102, Algebra 2A is 5101, Algebra 2B is 5102 if I'm taking them in the correct semester order. Geometry is 5121 and 5122. Chem 1 is 8101, 8102. So you see you can use this sheet pretty easily to navigate when you're going back to your sheet so that you can correctly write in the codes that go with the course that you are requesting. This will be crucial because next week when you are going to get into Skyward and do your course requests online, you will need to have these numbers to search for the courses that you are requesting. So it is very important that you do use that course code sheet to fill this in correctly so that you're requesting the right classes through Skyward. All right, so now I'm going to go down to the bottom of the page. It's asking if I'm planning on taking any classes over the summer. If you've met with your counselor or talked about retaking any courses that you've maybe failed or would like to take again, we do offer courses through the HEA or through Indiana Online Academy. So I actually would like to retake my English 9A credit. I'm going to plan on taking English 9A over the summer so that I can earn a higher grade than the one that I earned previously. I got a D+, and for my academic honors diploma, I really need a C- or higher. So I'm going to attempt that class again to try to earn the grade I need to continue on my academic honors track. One of the most important things to note on this page is that we do require a parent signature or guardian signature from home to consider this official. We are moving to online course requests in Skyward for actually knowing which students have signed up for which courses. However, in order to make sure those are officially entered, we do need to have a parent sign off on this sheet to know that you've talked to your parent about it. The last thing to consider is that your paper copy of this sheet has a back side. So I'm going to pull up what that document looks like. For a current 9th, 10th, and 11th grader, this is the course permission signature sheet that's on the back of your either blue, yellow, or orange scheduling sheet. There are classes that you do need signatures for. So if I look through this list, I would need Miss Wolf's approval to sign up for advanced speech, so I'm going to need her signature. If I decided to maybe take geometry honors instead of just regular geometry when I double up in math, I would need my algebra teacher to sign off. I'm not taking honors chem, so I don't need a signature for that class. I'm taking regular chemistry. And I'm not taking Spanish 2, but I do know that for Spanish 1, I need to have a C average in English, which I should be good. So I should be good to go on my Spanish grade. So just check the back of that sheet to make sure that you have talked to those teachers, gotten the signatures you need, and remember that it needs to officially be signed by a parent or guardian before you turn this paper in to your counselor. Okay, and finally, you'll note that there are boxes for your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade school years. One of the things that you've just completed, or hopefully completed, is your Naviance course plan. This really aligns with your Naviance course plan. It's a paper trail. It's one more way for you to practice filling out what your plan is, your kind of pathway, your sequence of courses for your high school career. So I would, after I've gone through my course code sheet, entered in all my codes, I would then go back and circle the courses I took freshman year and fill in the blanks here, and I would plan ahead. I would be taking College Prep English 11. I'm going to hopefully be taking pre-calculus as long as I do well in my doubled up maths next year. I would probably then take Biology 2, my 11th grade year, with permission from a teacher. I would attempt dual credit U.S. History. I would probably move on to Spanish 2. I would maybe take the next Project Lead the Way engineering course, depending on how much I had invested and liked that class. If I really still wanted to stay on that sort of computer technology pathway, I maybe would choose computer programming as another course my 11th grade year. So I'm going to kind of plan out what I think I'm going to do my 11th grade year and then do the same thing for my 12th grade year. This is a great way for you to have a conversation at home about kind of what your plans are, and it kind of helps you align what classes you want to take. And then remember, you've put up here a career goal, something you're interested in doing after high school. If you're not sure what classes to take to go with that interest or that career, that's something to talk to your parents about. Use Naviance to do a little bit more digging. Talk to your counselor about it. Just open up that communication and have some conversations about it, even with your iSucceed teacher. So this kind of concludes our paper pencil scheduling component. You will be getting your color-coded copies of your scheduling sheet and a paper copy of the course code sheet as well as prerequisites on the back this week in iSucceed.